A pleasant day, everyone. Mango is known as the national fruit of the Philippines. This industry plays a significant role in stimulating economic growth and food security. The former Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, Emmanuel F. Piñol, highlighted that the mango industry roadmap from 2017 to 2022 envisioned to increase income through enhancement farmers' knowledge, through capability, as well as enhancing the skills, improve productivity, sustain yield, and food security. One of the best approaches in achieving such vision is conservation and protection of insect pollinators. So today, allow me to present our research titled Importance of Pollinators Conservation Training on Sustaining Productivity and Environmental Protection, Insights and Challenges Experienced by Mango Growers in the Philippines. My name is Lorena L. Sabino, Assistant Professor of the College of Forestry and Natural Resources, and also my co-author here is Ana A. Luxin, consultant of the UPLB program. Okay. So insect pollinations are very important in mango production. They contribute as much as 53% to mango fruit set, thus developing the capacity and increasing awareness of individuals on the importance of conservation of insect pollinators is significantly encouraged. That's according to Huda et al. In 2015. So here is the background. In the year 2017 to 2018, Syngenta Philippines, under the Stewardship Program, in partnership with the UPLB program, conducted a 2-day training on beekeeping and pollinator management in an agro-ecosystem in various provinces in the country. As an offshoot of the previous training or project in November 2018, a memorandum of agreement between Syngenta Philippines and the Philippine Agriculture and Resources Research Foundation, in partnership with the UPLB program, had been made for the project titled Establishment of Pollinator Pasture and Sanctuary in an Agro-Ecosystem for the period of 2018 to 2022. So part of this project is profiling and perception study through the conduct of survey among the recipients to the bee pollination conservation training in 2017-2018. So the objective of the study is to determine the impact of the 2017-2018 pollination conservation training on the knowledge on pollination of mango growers. Also, the study has specific objectives. The first one is to characterize the socio-demographic and farming practices of mango growers. Second one is to discuss how mango growers perceive pollination and its importance, as well as the effects of chemicals on pollinators. The third one is analyze the association between knowledge on pollination versus attendance to the training and the demographic variables. Then the last one documented some of the issues and challenges experienced by the mango growers or the respondents. Okay. For the methodology, respondents were randomly selected from different provinces of Pangasinan, Cebu, and Davao del Sur. And then a random sampling was applied to determine the number of respondents. So a total of 74 respondents were interviewed and profiled, so of which 38 were training attendees, and the rest serve as control. So aside from descriptive analysis, chi-square statistics was used to check if there's an association between knowledge on pollination, and attendance to the training, as well as other demographic variables. And review of related literatures was also done. So for the result of this research, for the demographic characteristics, the age range of the training attendees and non-attendees, it shows that majority of the respondents who attended the training were from 41 to 50 years old. On the other hand, majority of the respondents who did not attend the training were 36 to 40 years old. For the gender and civil status, majority of the respondents were male, and most of them were married. Okay, and for the educational attainment, as you can see, that majority of the respondents were college graduates, and for the attendees to the training, also majority were college graduates. That's 57.9%. Okay, so contracting to mango spraying is the main source of income among the respondents. That's 90.5%. Although some are engaged in farming and others are working in private and government institutions. Okay, so then we all know that intercropping system is very important in pollination because it attracts the diversity of pollinator species. So when we say intercropping, it is a farming practice usually involving 2 or more species of crops. So as you can see in the result that more than half of the respondents are not practicing intercropping. That's 54.05%. Although for those employing intercropping system, like the respondents from Cebu, they usually use vegetables such as eggplant or tomato, corn or rice and banana. And also in Davao City, usually fruit trees and coconut are being utilized in intercropping. While in Pangasinan, monocropping of mango is usually practiced. Okay, and then let's look at the perception on pollination and its importance. So mango trees are dependent on insects such as bees and flies for pollination to take place. So as you can see, only 32 out of 74 respondents relayed that pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from male part of a plant to a female part through the help of pollinators such as bees and flies to enable the process of pollination. And majority, that's 83.8% of the respondents, are aware of the importance of the pollinators in mango production. And most of the pollinators observed in mango trees are commonly honeybees, like pocutan and liguan, also stingless bees, wasps, flies, beetles, birds, and bats. So these pollinators contribute to the productivity of crops, particularly in mango production. Okay, so the perceived effects of chemicals on pollinators. So this is the case. During the full bloom stage, it is advised not to spray insecticides or fungicides. Pesticides, however, are still being sprayed because of their belief that the yields of mango are affected by pests. So all of the respondents relate that some pollinators die or disappear when mango trees are sprayed with chemicals. So they observe that spraying prevents the pollinators from coming back to the mango trees. Okay, so there are, however, respondents who are more aware on the importance of pollinators as such are not spraying chemicals during the full bloom stage. Okay, so although some are greatly concerned about the possible loss in their financial investment. Okay, and then Now let's look at the association between attendance and knowledge. So results showed that there is an association between attendance to the training and to the increase of their knowledge. It is indicated that attending the pollination conservation training added knowledge about their understanding on pollination. That's around 11% level of significance. So respondents who attended the training had acquired higher knowledge about pollination compared to those who were not in the training. Okay, and then so mango pollination training or conservation training increases the awareness among the mango growers about the importance of pollinators, particularly in producing healthy and productive mango trees. Also, the studies tried to determine the association of the demographic variables such as educational attainment, age, gender, civil status with the knowledge and pollination, but none was found significant. So even though that majority of the mango contractors are college graduates, but still their field of specialization are not in agriculture. Okay, and now let's look at the impacts of the 2017-2018 conservation training. So respondents who are now fully aware of the importance of pollinators, as such, they are not spraying during the full-blown stage, and it increased their knowledge and awareness on the misuse of chemicals has negative effects on mango pollinators. And the training attendees, they suggest to use less toxic chemicals. And also there are some issues and challenges during the conservation training. Usually the mango growers or the owner are the invited for the training on pollination conservation or the use of personal protective equipment during pesticide use. However, the knowledge gained from such training are not usually passed on to the hard laborers or spraymen. They are the one doing the field work. So it happened that spraying during the full bloom stage are still happening, and thereby putting the pollinators at risk. So another issues related to mango industries, of course, despite the promising benefits from the mango industry, a lot of issues and challenges on production and marketing are still unresolved. Many respondents relayed that climate-related risk events is one of the major that bring havoc to the mango industry. And also pest infestation and occurrence of pests and diseases was also mentioned. And in addition, market issues, specifically the low prices when supplies is in excess in the market. So this is usually happens because peak harvest season is the same in Luzon and in Mindanao. So another issue is that there is a need to improve the technology on post-harvest handling, also the product quality production and the proper use of chemicals in order to lessen the impact of on the pollinators. Also, the lack of capital was also mentioned. So in conclusion, the study found that there is an association between attendance to the training and the increase on knowledge about pollination. So pollination conservation training improved the practices on pollinators management system among the attendees, and the majority of those who attended the training are no longer spraying pesticides during the full bloom stage of the mango trees. So in conclusion, Pollinators conservation must be sustained in the mango industry through continued capacity and capability building training, and continued pesticide safety education program should also be prioritized specifically for the concerned individuals like the hard laborers or spraymen who are doing the field works. And policy development and implementation regarding holistic approach on integrated crop management for the mango industry should also be considered in order to attain this what we so-called social, economic, and environmental sustainability. For my last two slides, so here is the take-home message. It says a sustainable, healthy ecosystem and increasing productivity can be best achieved if pollinators are well protected and conserved. And I would like to acknowledge, of course, this research was made possible through the stewardship program of the Syngenta Philippines in partnership with the UPLB program and the Philippine Agriculture and Resources Research Foundation. So thank you very much. So here is the references of this research. Thank you.